Hi everyone, we're at SNA 2024 in Washington, D.C. I am on the Thales booth, meeting once again with Mark Bug to find the latest with the CAPTAS-4 program here in the US. Mark, good morning, great to see you again.
Good morning, good to see you again too. We welcome you back a year later. We stood right in this very spot, I think in front of the same model, but the program has significantly progressed since then.
So what's the latest?
AEC and Thales have delivered the first CAPTAS system destined for the FFG-62, the Constellation, to Fincantieri, and is being currently stored, ready for shipment to the shipyard when they're ready, and in installation.
All right. So that first sonar system was produced in France. As I understand, the follow-on sets are going to be fully assembled or produced in the US in your facility.
Yes, absolutely. The first unit, AEC and Thales co-produced, we learned from them in France. The first unit was essentially integrated and tested in France and delivered to the US. The subsequent ship sets 2 through 10 we have options for will all be final assembly, integrated and tested in the Pennsylvania facility. AEC built a brand new building for this purpose, and it will open in March in time to start integrating the second ship set on time.
Are you planning on running factory tests with the sonars in the US in your facility?
Yes, we are. The final assembly will occur in Pennsylvania, and we call it integration, meaning making sure all the systems work together, and the test will all happen in Pennsylvania. When we deliver that second ship set and subsequent ship sets to Fincantieri, it will be ready to be installed on the platform that it's destined for.
Mark, another topic I wanted to discuss with you is something you're demonstrating on this screen. I guess it's some kind of like modularity involving the CAPTAS-4. You're showing it fitted on the vessels of opportunity, commercial vessels.
That is correct. The CAPTAS system is inherently a modular and scalable system. CAPTAS-4 has a variant that's called CAPTAS-2 and CAPTAS-1. Those variants are small enough to fit on smaller vessels, even unmanned vessels. Think large USV, medium USV. And it's Thales' and AEC's opinion that should provide the fleet a chance at producing ASW in capacity, not completely dependent on the large ship hosts like the FFG-62. In that sense, we believe that the CAPTAS could lead distributed maritime operations in ASW into the forward denied areas with smaller variants of the CAPTAS system, having that system operate together, interoperate together, and with coalition partners to provide a large capacity for ASW that's somewhat independent of the large capital ships.
And that's already been used or demonstrated with partner navies. I believe the UAE was the first customer of the CAPTAS-1. They're using it on commercial vessels. The French Navy demonstrated CAPTAS-1 on offshore supply vessel type ships. So yeah, quite interesting. And thanks to this, you can achieve a multi-static ASW, so multiplying the sensors across an area to cover a wide area against submarine threats.
That would be the ambition. The ambition would be that we would be able to separate transmitters and receivers, but have them operate in a theater as one. We call that multi-statics in ASW. That is something that I think the U.S. government should pursue with its coalition partners, given that there are some 70 ships out there that already have CAPTAS-4 on board, and as you mentioned earlier, multiple other nations that are employing the smaller versions. That would provide the free world a significant ASW expandable capacity based on the CAPTAS family of systems. Thales and AEC, of course, AEC supporting in the US, Thales globally, would love to see that concept in the free world take shape.
Mark, are there other benefits in deploying CAPTAS family sonars on commercial vessels?
I think the major advantage is that it's not that the pace of deployment is not the pace at which you have to build capital ships. I think the other advantage is that it's given a modular capability, it's also inherently more cost effective to buy units of ASW as opposed to units of large capital manned ships. In that sense, I believe it can be very responsive to the current world threat condition that we all find ourselves in as I said, in the free world and the U.S. coalition partners. So in that sense, I do believe it's a very smart business approach, if you will, to combat capability.
Last but not least, Mark, are you promoting CAPTAS for other classes of ships or upcoming programs here in the U.S.?
We, of course, will support the U.S. Navy in their program of record deployment of ASW capability. There are other ships that the U.S. Navy is considering the requirement for and need for ASW. So in that sense, Thales and AC does believe that the variable depth sonar system should and could play a role in other platforms that are currently under design or under consideration by the U.S. Navy and, quite frankly, by the world's navies.
Well, Mark, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.